Hello, hello. It is Kyle Mesh, and I'm out here creating another fire. Got my fire starters. One thing I did not get is more materials for the fire. So we're going to work with what I got in the fire pit from last time. And as you can see, the video is horizontal now because I decided my videos are most likely best to be seen on YouTube over TikTok. I'm still posting them on both, but since they are so long, I think that it was just meant to be on YouTube. My wife recommended to make them vertical. That's why I did it. You gotta listen to your wife if you do have a wife. But alas. So anyway, we're getting right to it. And as you see, shirtless, got the mic onto the buff. But I just went out for a workout and I just came back and I felt motivated to get it done. When I got home from work today, I did not want to do anything. Didn't want to go work out, didn't want to create a video, or didn't want to create a fire, really. I just wanted to sit back and relax, but then I thought, what's the point of this day, right? What am I accomplishing? Because we only get one chance, and I want to keep bringing that up as much as I can. You get one chance at this. One chance at life. This is your last chance. I mean, every time you think that, and you hope that you might get another opportunity, another chance, you don't. So if you even have a single chance, make it count. Because you're not going to get another one every time. So anyway, as we can see, I'm fumbling around with what I have remaining. It's not much. Not much of this nice pine. As you can see, I really did like that pine. So yeah, I'm out here right after my workout, and we are getting after it. I even got my sweat rag still. I brought a Gatorade with me. And I wanted to do it this way too, to show them, or to prove, I guess, that my videos are not edited, or barely. Sometimes I've been editing just the very end of videos, because after I create a fire, sometimes I like to just talk and ramble on, but I realized all that talking and rambling could be saved for a different video. And that is exactly why, that's the only thing I added, is I just cut the videos, make them a little shorter. After I'm done making the fire, who wants to keep watching me? Not many people. Anyway, I'm just going to reposition that just a little. Okay. I'm wondering if I should untie this from here too. Because this magnesium down here is starting to get pretty minimal. Oh wait, there we go. Just had to get my flint at a different angle. I'd say, honestly, close to a 90-degree angle. Because at first I was more at a acute angle, like so. But then if you bring it out, like so, I think that is how you can get more magnesium. I think it's just natural, though, for the hands to come in. Because that's a more comfortable and easier position to maneuver with. Bringing it out like so uses a lot more of the joints, a lot more of the muscles. It's harder. But so yeah, none of my videos are edited, not really, because I want this to be an authentic experience, because that's exactly what Survivor is, right? I'm training and I'm creating these videos specifically for Survivor. So let's make it as Survivor related as possible by barely editing my videos, right? Not much. And that's why right after that workout, I want to come out here, get her done, while I was still sweating even. So today, woke up in the morning, I ran a 6-mile run, which is really good for me. Normally I'm doing 4. So that was good. I didn't do any bike though, I didn't have time for that. And then I just came home, and I got home late from work, so I just went out and did another nice, easy 2-mile run. So I still got 8 miles in for the day. Was it an extremely productive day? Absolutely not. But I do want to say that this weekend, on Saturday, my wife went over to her sister's house, and while she was gone, I decided I was going to jump on my stationary bike inside, and I rode 56 miles. Yeah, you heard me. 56 miles. The distance of the half Ironman. So, yeah. I rode 56 miles. It took me 3 hours, 24 minutes. I wasn't cruising. Like 16.5 miles per hour. So nothing crazy, but I made it. And let me tell you, the last 10 miles, they were intensely hard. I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm so glad I did it because it proved to me that I can do it. I don't know. I always thought in the Ironman the biking would be so hard on the legs. But after I got done up that 56, or after I got off the bike after the 56 miler, I felt like I could have ran some. It was the first time I've ever biked that much. The farthest I biked before that was only 30. So this weekend I decided, yeah, let's just see how far I can go. See if I can make 50. And sure enough, I biked 56, so an extra marathon, farther than my best ever. And after that, I still felt like I could have probably ran a mile or two. And anyway, I'm going to start getting fire going here. Or at least I am hoping. See, I really do need to get this untied, you know? Whew. The sweat is real. Wow. Whew, whew, whew. I'm glad I brought my sweat rack because, yeah, that's exactly why I just jumped out here right after my run before I took a shower or anything. I just thought, I'm probably going to sweat today. It's a warm day out. Alright, come on. I'm determined. That's what you gotta do. Gotta get determined. Find your spark. Find what you're passionate about. I'm telling you, you got this one opportunity, and in not much time. You think you have a lot of time because you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, you're in your 40s, but you do not have that much time. Soon enough, you're going to be in an assisted living facility. You're going to be getting therapy from someone just like me. You're going to be telling them stories about, oh, the good old days, right? But truth be told, this is it. These are those good old days. So while I'm out here grinding as best I can, trying to make fire, you need to be finding that passion, whatever it is. And I would say try and find something that's not just related to money, but, I mean, that's just me. This whole survivor dream, it's not just related to money for me. That's for dang sure. Yeah, sure. Is there money included? Absolutely. If you can find a hobby that you love that also involves money, potentially, I'd latch onto that. It probably means it's something pretty good. Wow. I'm just barely getting any sparks here. One moment. Sweating right through my bib. I mean, not my bib. Just used to racing. Sweating right through my buff. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, getting a little bit of sweat on my mic. So, I'm going to try and attach it to the sweat towel. Keeping that right up there. Oh, we'll see if that works. Now, where'd my flint go? Okay. I'm sweating like crazy right now. This might be one of those days. This might be the first day, you know? Every day cannot be a successful fire. I knew one day creating a video, I would not get a fire. But if I don't get a fire, then it's not the end of the world, right? It's called one video, one day. And making these fires, creating these videos, and showing you what it's like to fail and to succeed, that is, I think, everything that I want to do show. Because that's what life is all about, right? We fail and we succeed. You see, I cannot get a good grip on it. Okay, you know what? I do think I need a new ferro rod, but I'm going to be right back. I'm going to try and grab a different ferro rod real quick. Let's see. I'm creating a video. Anyway, let's see here. So, this is the first ever flint and steel I ever got, right here, as you can see. And I'm gonna see if this maybe could do the magical touch. I have no idea, but all I know is that other ferro rod, I kind of wore it down. So let me get my mic back up somewhat. Now a little bit of an untying challenge. Nothing much. I do need to continue to practice that though. My ability to untie. And anyway, where did my other flint go? Set it right on the side. Classic. Alright, here we go. Let's see if this. Yep. That's doing it. See, and that's another thing. So I want to try and get the spark and the flint and steel close to it, but then every time I get it too close, then I'm starting to literally hit it. And I keep pushing it away. So that's no good. Okay, wow. I am sweating profusely right now. I mean, I knew it was warm. But I mean, that's not a call to give up. I'm just concerned about the mic. I'm just trying to find a good spot so then you can still hear me because I know I live next to the highway. Oh, come on. Not easy. Alright, let's just show you what I'm seeing. Let's raise this up. Dang it. See, when you get tired, then you get frustrated quickly, right? Okay. Alright. Now, let's take a moment. Never easy, right? We're only 12 minutes in, and I am massively struggling. If you can't see this sweat, I don't know what to tell you, but I am sweating right through everything. I'm sweating right through the mic. Oh, see this little rag? And this ain't gonna do enough. I mean, I literally see my entire chest and stomach is sweating. I am a profusely sweaty person. Anytime I work out, anytime I do anything that it's even remotely nerve-wracking, I'm gonna have some pit sweat. Got so many different deodorants for that. Yeah, I just sweat like a freaking maniac. That's why I knew since it was even warm today, I brought out a Powerade, dude. Alright, so I'm thinking, just gonna put the mic down, stop worrying about that. Then we're just gonna get right back into it. I'm gonna try this other flint rod, whatever. Flint and steel. And we're just gonna try and keep our cool in this heat, right? Because this is what Survivor's all about. It's about getting frustrated, about picking yourself back up. It's about the plan not going as expected. But you gotta keep persevering, right? So let's get to it. And actually, yeah, I got a chair over here. And I'm just thinking, if I put the mic on that, at least it's nearby. Alright, down we go. Back into the pits. By the pits, I mean one singular fire pit, but you get the gist. Anyway, oh, smoky smokes. Here we go again. Alright, so this is my first ever flint and steel. It's where I created my first fire forge in Audition. Wow. That is progressive. See, that's all you need too. Now that I just saw that, now I have hope. Hope, strongest emotion in the world by far. Nothing even compares. If you have a 1% chance of whatever you're trying to succeed in, or whatever you're trying to achieve in life, if you even have a 1% chance, I'm telling you, it makes a difference. We're getting there. Let me scooch us over somewhere. We're gonna get this fight today. Ain't giving up. Maybe that other fair rod is okay too, you know? Now that I'm seeing what I'm seeing, I mean, this one hasn't been used as much, but it's not that, it doesn't look that great either. But anyway, I'm just trying to get some pine needle around there. And then I lost it all. Oof. Alrighty. Currently at 1 bucket of sweat, and we're gonna keep going and just giving the hands a break. Yeah, the fatigue in the hands, it's real. It's real, and I don't know how much practice it's gonna take before that wears off, but I'm assuming it'll take as much practice as it takes to form this into a habit. So, yeah, if it takes more than a month, I wouldn't be shocked. If it took more than 3 months for my hand to be less fatigued, I wouldn't even be shocked then. If it took me more than a year and my hands were still being this fatigued, I'd be shocked then. A whole year of consistency and hard work at doing something, normally something gives. Something becomes a bit easier. I always said when I was marathon training that running never becomes easier. I don't care what you think, running never became easier for me during the training, but then I got to a certain point. About 9 months in, I was like, wow, this is easy. Come on. Son of a... Woo! Doggy. Okay. For restoration. Frustrated. We're all good. This is what it takes. And this is it. This is the journey. And from just doing this, I'm going to learn as much as anyone doing anything. You come out here and you give this a try day in, day out. I mean, try it. Trust me. You'll get frustrated. Some point. Nothing, really. Oh my goodness. Wow. Jeez. This is real. Yeah, that's why I started this video by saying I don't edit this stuff. This is it. I mean, you're gonna see this video. You raging at this point. I mean, this is me very upset. I don't get massively upset, but this is it. This is freaking jeez. Dripping sweat, literally, to the point where it's dripping into the pipe. I can't get this to spark worth a dang. I got 100 sparks the first time. I needed this little IP joint to take a break, and then bam. And then bam. I am struggling. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna need another rag. See, this is where you find out who you really are. Nobody wants to do it. I don't want to freaking do it. I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. I don't. I really don't. But here I am doing it anyway. No matter how much I do not want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. I am so tired right now. I've been tired all day. The second I got home from work, I was exhausted. Just to go out there and run 2 miles. That was exhausting. I'm sweating more than I did during the marathon. Holy crap. I'm sweating so much. That's insane. Yeah, you wanna burn some calories? You wanna go into the sauna? Come on a flat old age of 3 days. Nothing crazy. Sit down and try and create one stinking fire in the sun. You will sweat it out. My wife is currently looking at me from inside. She wants my help with something, but I haven't created the fire yet, so we are back at it. Keeping it real. You see that? I just sweat right next to where I start to cut my finger a little. It's all part of the process, right? I'm not getting out of this unscathed. Oh. Whew. All right, break time. Whew. It's like 2-3 minutes on, 2-3 minutes off. It's like when you just first start running and you try to build some distance. You run a little, you walk a little. You run a little, you walk a little. This, you chip away for freaking who knows how long, and then you take a break for a little bit too. Hello, hello.
It's kind of boring. I messed up on my job.
Okay.
My boss texted me and I want your help with my response because I might have messed up.
It's a response.
I might have to go back in. It was my mistake.
What? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how I could change the situation at all. Oh, brother. That is exactly what that means. Married lifestyle. Once you're married, you'll understand. Give and take. My wife always overthinks, always worries about messages she sends. This is nothing new. And she thinks I can somehow save her, somehow help. No, I can't. You sent a message to a normal person, like your boss, who's smart, who can think straight. Oh yeah, see, you gotta be locked in for things like this. You gotta be mentally ready. And when someone does something like that, throws you completely off, it's hard to get back into the game, right? It is hard to get back into the game. It's frustrating. Frustrating. When you're trying to reach the goal and everything's working against you. You know? I know you've been there, and if you haven't, you will be at some point. Everything eventually works against you, and it's up to you to try and prosper and persevere, right? And if you don't, then you fail, and you lose, and you would never reach what you wanted. You live a life full of regrets. So. Marriage is all about compromise. You know, she could have came out here, sat down, and read me stuff while I was trying to make this. But Yeah. And yeah, some of you are gonna say, "Wow, you're a horrible husband." No, no. If you understood her, then you would understand that this is a normal situation. She asked me this 100 times a day to read her message to make sure it's went through, right? It's like it's a text message. It's fine. I sliced my whole hand. Ooh, yep, that's gonna leave a mark. That's fine. Ooh. Fire! Watch. Fire. We did it, folks. We did it. No matter what got in our way, we kept grinding. We kept at it. You see, I was frustrated there yet again. And I kept telling you. You could hear it in my voice. I was getting upset. I was actively upset. And sure enough, did I stop? That's the real thing. How did I react when I got upset? Everything is based on your reaction to the events that occur in life. Life will never be fair, but if you react the correct way, you can make it how you want it. Life is a movie, and you're the main character. Always remember that. When you watch that superhero movie, watch what they do. Watch why you like to. Why do you want to keep watching superhero movies? Because they're doing stuff that's super. That's not ordinary. It's extraordinary, you know? Extraordinary. That's what extraordinary is. It's just extraordinary. You're doing extra things. Extra things than the ordinary man. Which is exactly why I'm doing this. The ordinary man can just work out. I work out all the time. But that's just a fitness influencer. I could be a fitness influencer if I want. I do believe I am. Which, by the way, since I started weightlifting again after the marathon, which was at the end of June, the last 2.5 months, I've gained 15 pounds of weight. And I believe, I'd say at least 2/3 of that is muscle. Because overall, my stomach isn't the same. I've never had a solid 4 6 pack, but always just somewhat, I guess. I mean, if I flex, I have a 6 pack, but if not, then it's just this flat, which is fine by me. But still, that's what I still have. But I've gained a ton of muscle. I already gained a ton of strength, and due to that fact alone, I have gained. I think I've gained at least 10 pounds of muscle, if not more. And this has been 4 days of consistently weighing myself at the same time per day. So yeah, 165 is the most I've ever weighed, which means I'm in some of the strongest shape of my life. Wow, that is getting hot. Dang! I don't know if you can see how high that is, but that's well above the fire pit. And look at the base around this. Look at how it looks. This looks like a real fire. This looks like one of the best fires I've ever created. Now that is just awesome. Look at that. And there's like barely any smoke. Limited resources. Distractions from my wife, who I love. Which, speaking of my wife, I'm building this up a little more if I can. Let me just tell you the story about how me and my wife met. Well, I guess maybe. How about I tell you a story about our marriage? So, me and my wife, we met in high school. I think we were at the same high school. We were both on the cross country team. And I asked her out my senior year, and we started junior year.